Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He might want another play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun. Bringing the heat. Coming out aggressively. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, does it get any better than that? Creating a turnover on... Very first play of the game. You talk about doing this all week, and you talk about we can beat this team. We're going to go out there and execute. And to do it, the first snap, belief, climbing through the roof, baby.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one.
Defense doing everything right on this drive. They started off in really good field position. They created negative plays, and they're going to get off the field here very, very quickly. That was about as good as you can do without taking the ball away.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man by himself. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the ground with the back. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Those pitches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that pigskin on the ground. They put it on the ground there. Ball gets out. It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game that the coaches, when they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it. And they're not going to tell you about it in good language.
And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Lofton. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Now on first down from the 30. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everything. To calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field. And
touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw. It's Reed. Under fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Barney. At the 45 on his way. Open field on the right. Touchdown Hurricanes. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. LSU quick to the line. He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Tigers will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the run, it's Lyle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. And the ball is free on the pitch. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
There's nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this team, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback on the keeper. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big haul in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. A first down run on the doorstep.
Man, when you get opportunities down on the 1-yard line, you've got to capitalize. You cannot allow negative plays like that, though, David.
I think offenses want to be balanced and be able to take advantage of things, but, man, just be the more physical team, pound it downhill, and get a touchdown.
I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Can we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds a tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. Makes a grab right down the middle. He's loose on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal.
the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lofton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's Reed. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Wants to go up top. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, K. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was Wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Complete to start this drive. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Dumps it off in the flats. Past the 40. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've... wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. LSU right back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. At the 35, he's loose. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Buying some time. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires on the move. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He's going to fire deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Got his man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Oh, they're after him. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Makes the catch, it's Lyle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Makes the catch. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Pressure coming. He makes a grab. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback moving. Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Reed. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got it! And he'll run out of out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw.
Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. LSU quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Dances away. Fires on the move. Calls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.